I had to work harder. Like, you think you work hard as that person? No, you really don't think work.
Right.
You think you go as hard as did it? No, you really don't go as hard as did it. So you really don't deserve that. We actually bought a boxing gym in the warehouse. So it's like, okay,
You can whoop somebody's ass, whoop it. Like, I know I'm going 100 M's. I know that's my life. So that's my motivation. Like, I literally know it's here because I'm going to get it.
Yeah, you already know, man. It's going down again, man. It's Fat Nasty Podcast.
That's right.
I'm one half of the Belly Gang boys.
Let me put my belly on your butt, you heard?
And we in full effect tonight, man. Before you do anything, go like, subscribe, comment, repost, tell a friend to tell a friend, man.
Click that bell, please, man.
That's all you got to do, man. It costs you nothing to do that, man. But
Turn
we got two of the dopest
on.
people in the city, man.
That's
From
offended.
you know what I'm saying? They came. They ain't had to come. They could have been doing anything, man. They mobbed out in this joint, man. They brought the whole family with them, man.
For sure. And you
We,
definitely
you know,
will see
like
them
we
anywhere.
like to kick it, man. We let everybody introduce themselves, man. Like I said,
Talk y'all shit, man. Please, don't hold
y'all
back.
been doing y'all thing, so y'all don't hold back, man. We'll let you kick it off, man.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Dollars. I'm Tulones Dollars from Tulones, man. You know.
I've been wondering how to say that shit for so long.
Tulones.
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 Damn, that's how y'all came up with that.
Go ahead.
Well, we came up with Tulones. It's actually just a simple meaning. Like, we break it down in a lot of podcasts. So it's 2 line S, 1 line, 2 line S, dollar sign.
Okay.
Dollar sign.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself too. You got to tell them your name, man.
Yes, sir. We could be anywhere in the world, but we here with y'all.
Nah,
I'm
for
just
sure,
talking trash.
for sure.
That's hard.
It's your boy Tulones Benji. We checking in tonight. About to do our thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, man, what made y'all jump into the fashion world, man? What made y'all do it?
Well, at the time when we actually got interested in the fashion world, a lot of people were doing music, and you know, it wasn't a southern thing to do. So we just studied for a second. We used to go out to Cali, and we went to Fairfax and seeing the brands and see how they were rocking. They had their little own district at a certain time, and we just fed off of that energy and just continued to do it in a southern style. So
Right.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Hell
I'm saying how y'all, like how y'all come together with it, like, you know, because it be kind of tough with two people, you know, like, and then, you know, rapping be down south, that'd be like a nigga last thing. If a nigga ain't playing sports, nigga like, man, I'm about to, man, fuck this, I'm about to drop me some bars. So what made y'all get into the, like, really, because, you know, that's really like some up north shit, fashion.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
You know
most
what I'm
definitely.
saying?
It's definitely.
So and y'all shit dope now, that's what I'm saying. So when it's dope like that, what made y'all really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So we played sports as kids. It's the real story. Both of us played sports. I quit that shit when I was 12. We played football mostly.
Right.
Yeah, we just only played football to be honest. Watching videos and shit. I got on that shit. I was like, nah, I ain't playing football. I want to do that shit.
Right.
I want some fly shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically I just went on from there, and I was able to pick up styles from all of those videos and Jim Jones and them and shit. You know, we were like some of the first people in our city to even adopt the like Jim Jones style with the wallet chains and the truth, all that type, of fly rock
been
stuff.
on rock star shit.
We caught a lot of controversy in the South. Doing that before time. You know what I'm saying? For sure that.
That's hard.
So that's how we got into that shit.
Where y'all from?
We from Mobile, Alabama.
That's hard. Shout out to Mobile. I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy shit. I ain't finding about Mobile until I went to Clark Atlanta University.
For sure.
Because, you know, that's what a lot of black colleges are in Alabama. So, you know what I'm saying? Get the Mobile, what the fuck going on? Mobile be going down, too. Nigga don't be knowing. But y'all on first 48 every day. For real. But that's tough, though, man. That's tough, man. So,
And I peeped you as saying on I think I was about to slip 106 apart. And that was like a heavy thing. Like, kids come home, you want to watch. Nigga be ready to catch
I'm on that.
shit.
I quit that shit to do that.
Right.
To be honest, to go home and catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? To see what was actually going on. And I was for real though, I spent my fees on that. Like I'm like, hell no, I'd rather have some sneakers than my football fees on some real shit.
Like really telling our parents that, like, I was still playing. I'm still playing sports.
Right.
Like, we literally had like a one-on-one. You know how your pops would just tell you, like, man, y'all want to play? If y'all want to do this shit, y'all gonna do it. Y'all gotta do it. Right. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do it. Pops, he like, shit, I don't want to do it. It's over. He like,
y'all brothers.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hard.
he's my big brother. I'm the youngest brother.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, yeah. I'm a
You
dude.
the little big brother.
Right, for sure. So yeah, he like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. If I was like, he like, shit, I like to be fresh. I want to go to the game. I don't want to play.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what was this you played in football?
I mean, I played defensive end, and I played wide receiver some. But we had a small. I mean, we played for a small park. We 11 men. We got 12 men on the team.
Right.
I mean, we play both ways. Everybody play everything.
Yeah. What you was playing?
Shit, I done played every position there was. Like,
I know you like the biggest nigga in the park. Right. Like you, come here,
Right.
nigga. You gotta,
right.
You gonna be the first nigga that walk us out there. Everybody, you gonna
Most
intimidate the
definitely.
kids. All
I
that
done
shit.
played.
Nah, I like that because I got a little league football team down here, so I've been doing that shit probably since I started playing ball. Probably like the last 11, 12 years.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I fuck with the football.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. Now I was still decent. Now
No.
I ain't quit on that.
Nigga, I let nigga know, like, nigga, I want trees, nigga. Yeah, that's what's up.
Right, for sure.
Nigga just say I'd rather get fresh, though.
Yeah,
Right,
for sure.
most
That's
definitely.
hard. So look,
Yeah,
man, we
money
got
on
this
that
shit,
shit,
man.
too.
We kick the show off with, man. I'm gonna ask you first, man. Are you petty? You got any pettiness with you?
petty.
Yeah, you petty. Yo, when a nigga do that, yo, he might be.
No, about my business for
Right,
sure.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm down to the detail about anything that I'm paying for or
Okay.
I'm gonna have doing. I'm gonna actually do some research if I'm gonna pay you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure I have some questions that I'm gonna be petty about. You know, to make sure you know how to do your job. But
right.
besides that, nah.
Okay. What about you, my boy? You petty?
Nah, I really laughed when he said that because I pretty much knew he was gonna say the same thing. Like really, pretty much about the business and getting everything handled. I mean, I pretty much can be as petty as I can be about that, but that's just about handling your business.
Yeah,
But other than that, I don't really got. I mean, it all go back to business. You get what I'm saying? If I'm being petty, period. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say you need to be doing
especially
something.
when you spending your money on some shit, man. Look, I want my shit to be all the way to the teeth. Yeah. Hey, it's a thread right there that's came out that shirt. Bitch.
Right.
Put it
Most
back
definitely.
in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's hard.
Lifestyle also though.
Yeah,
for
facts.
Lifestyle
Yeah.
also. So I mean,
like
the
what you
pettiness.
give is what you want to
Right,
receive.
most definitely.
Right.
So yeah, all the way down to the lifestyle. Like you can be petty about that. Like you give what you get.
Yeah.
Right.
Type.
Oh yeah, I'm
type
petty
deal.
on that shit.
Right.
I mean,
so like you say you want this and you don't work just like he said research. Like he big on us about that. Right. Like I said, I'm the little brother. Like if you want a car, you know how fast it go. You know what type of engine it is. You know what kind of interior you got. You get what I'm saying? You compared it to the other cars that you want. Like how you know that you want it. Right. Like we too old. Well, we getting too old to possibly be just saying we want stuff. Like you got to know what you actually want.
Yeah, and to know what you're not cutting you off, but know what you want. So then, when you going to purchase or you doing anything, you know what
you telling them.
Man, even if you pull up at the damn gas station and somebody telling you details about your car, you like,
don't know nothing
like,
about that.
Right.
They're like, that's a 4.6 or a 4.7.
Right.
I don't know, man. Fuck, I don't talk
I bought
about
it
drivers,
good.
motherfucker.
Right. Well, you should have bought the basic model. Right. You shouldn't have even bought that. Why you waste your money? So that's really my pettiness.
Right.
If anything, it's gonna stem from that right there.
Yeah.
I ain't seen it. You seen some petty shit this week?
Petty this week.
Yeah.
What have I seen petty this week?
That nigga Stephen A. Smith was mad petty the other day, man. He ain't had to do Zion like that, man. That nigga,
Them niggas is their job for that, but Zion bugging out though.
why Zion bugging out? Because he want to fuck a porn star? What's wrong with that?
But then you know the joint. Well, you
mean,
know what? Each his own what a nigga do with that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey,
y'all see, look, this is what I be. You know what I hate about that, bro? Like these niggas young, they probably the only percentile to make it out their city. And y'all just gave these boys 190
that no
million,
excuse
20 million.
to be like.
I'm going. You them niggas wilding out, yo. You can't be mad at them.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily consider it wild now, bro, because you got to understand at the end of the day, every day, you a normal person.
Right.
So when you off that screen, I mean, you just doing you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how many limits or restrictions are you gonna actually have on your life as a person to let anybody, even if they paying you, be that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I mean, we got social media now. It's down. It's like it's a microscope.
Right.
So it's just
everything.
it's just a little bit more that you can see. That's
Like,
actually,
I was sitting at home, like, during the playoffs, they had this shit on TNT where they were showing, like, Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that Dennis Rodman was doing, man, If that nigga was doing that shit now during social media,
it'll be crazy.
Yeah, it would be crazy. My man left the finals, bro, and went to Vegas.
That's why niggas was getting away with so much more back then, too, though.
That nigga left the finals, went to Vegas, and kicked it all night. And Jordan told Phil Jackson,
make sure you back. Yeah, let him go. Came back, nigga had like 20 rebounds or some wild shit. Like, this nigga.
You get what I'm saying? Now, if that would have happened during these ages, niggas would have been firing up on. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
These camera phones. Oh, I just seen this
nigga
play. I see him in Vegas.
He had 72 hours to get back right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like...
The news got to catch them. They got to write it down.
Right, back then, they couldn't do it like how it is now. Nigga would have been taking their phone. That's why I was telling my homeboy today, we was in the barbershop, we was having barbershop talk. And I was just like, he was like, yeah, man, they need to just start with a little league where niggas fighting shit, like little young niggas let them fight. I said, man, these phones are fucked up fighting.
What you mean, start with a league?
Like, because you know just how a lot of young niggas just be...
Some about niggas who got smoked with each other just getting there and fight.
Fight, yeah. But I was like, man...
Niggas is not getting whooped on camera, gang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my God, go back
I said, this shit right here fucked up the world, bro, because, like, now when you get your ass whooped, that shit last. Because, like, back in the days, if you got into a fight with a nigga whooped your ass, that shit probably last about 2-3 weeks, niggas got over it. You get what I'm saying? Now when a nigga whoop your ass, nigga might airdrop that shit, a nigga might save that video or some shit, you know what I'm saying? That's humiliation. Nigga, for like the rest of your high school career, like, nigga, oh, you talking shit, nigga, you remember, what's your name, whooped your ass and shit?
Yeah, right,
so,
for
sure. So it's just like, we live in a different era, like the social media.
we live in a more humble era. You understand what I'm saying? You got to actually live and be what you say. Somebody gonna test it.
Oh,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying? I mean,
they pull it
when I say test it, I mean just like even with that camera phone, that's just it. But even as men, you have to understand that once you cross that threshold and you 18 years old, you're a man.
Yeah.
And it's grown ass. It's grown ass men out here. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't practicing, we talk about this all the time. Like if you're not practicing fighting, how are you gonna say you gonna beat a grown ass man ass?
Right.
You gonna get your ass beat.
Right,
you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you have a gun and you never shoot it, or you never practice shooting it, how the hell you think you gonna protect anybody?
Right.
Well, how you gonna hit a target?
Right.
Niggas just be talking.
And at the end of the day, it's just talk. And if you not able to
it's just on
perform
that
in these ages, you somebody gonna show you.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it'll come across, especially if you speak in that energy and how you would do this.
It make you a target, easy target.
I like what he said though. Damn, nigga said we're in a humble era. That's dope. Nigga will humble your ass.
I mean, that's why
you have to just
that's why a
live
lot
in
of
the
things are
humbleness
more
yourself.
accepting. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like no bullying, no this like back versus when we were growing up, and you know that's just a part of life. You know, but right now it's like. You can't do that shit. You can't mess with. You can't bother anyone.
Because it's the toleration and the retaliation.
Yeah.
Right.
And what a nigga gonna go to the show that he ain't no son. So like, well, yeah, you might be, but I might smoke your ass.
Right.
And have to just deal with that.
Exactly.
So nigga like, hold on, hell nah, we ain't gonna do that.
For sure.
Right.
And that's just what it is. I feel like that. I mean, of course, more stuff. You know, it's a lot more. It's a lot of chest poking on the internet also.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a lot more people that just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
How y'all feel about? How y'all feel? What's y'all take on like social media? How y'all like it, dislike it?
I mean, it's a new age. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what we going through, and we in a digital revolution, and it's making the world smaller. You know, like I like it because I'm actually interacting with the same people. Like it's still like high school. I can hop on Facebook. It's like, oh, damn, like he got a kid, she got a kid. You know, and when you see them, you don't lose touch. You know, like that, you know, sometimes like when you ain't seen the person in a while, you don't even know who that is. But due to Facebook and Instagram, it's like, oh yeah,
like,
that's I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so and so's son.
Yeah,
I know. That's how it goes. So I
when
appreciate
it's utilized for
that
what it's supposed, because that's what it's supposed to be for.
Right. It's just a social network. So I was just gonna say, for my stake, I like it. I mean. It's just something to enjoy. I like it. From a learning standpoint, I love what it gives to the world. I love the advantages that it gives to the community, and it's just right there. You get what I'm saying? Like I call it YouTube University. Like we really have that advantage on the world. So just with social media,
I feel like everything got its pros and cons too.
Exactly.
So,
right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's abused too much. If you abuse it or you
right.
If
you're looking
way, of course, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But if you utilize it how it's supposed to be, a network, and you literally have access to anybody in the world through a click of a button or a message or something like. They may not read every message or whatever, but you still have the opportunity to reach out to this person. Versus like, damn, when am I ever run into them?
Right, exactly.
Like,
it's right there.
DM
it's at the touch of a finger.
Yeah, or may know mutual people who could be like, hey, you holler, you know what I'm saying? How
Exactly.
it happened, just like
That connection.
how this
The
shit
connection.
happened.
I was just about to say
this
the
shit happened
connection.
off of mutual
Right.
friends, you know what I'm saying? That's hard. So
And the
it's
touch
like,
of a button.
hell
So I
yeah,
love that.
quick.
I mean, I
Right,
love
right.
that it gave that aspect of life because I grew up. I feel like we always grew up looking like to revolutionize stuff. So it was like, dang, how growing when you growing in 2010 thinking about 2000, I'd take it back even further, 2009, 8, thinking about a Lamborghini and how you gonna get it. And then they created social media and then e-commerce take over the world where you can literally buy clothing at the touch of a finger. It really just, it made our dreams really where it was just,
reality.
you can
Yeah.
get, it was a reality at a touch of a
Reachable,
finger at that
yeah,
point.
like, oh yeah,
Right.
I could really have this.
I mean,
Really
even
make
at
it happen.
times, like even back when we, like Instagram first came around and like people would take lifestyle pictures, I'm like, damn, I gotta watch that many cars, that kind of house. Like, damn, it's really people living like that. We from the country, bro.
Right.
I mean,
And
I
it's
don't know if and it's poverty. Like I don't
Right.
know people with a lot of shit. Like
Right.
we being honest, like that.
No,
shit,
I ain't gonna lie,
it's
bro.
not like that.
I've been down to Alabama,
For
boy.
sure.
That
Right.
shit, the hour behind, but that shit, like you said, it's the country. You know what
Y'all
I'm
used to
saying?
like come up. Do y'all got like family and see where y'all come to the city and even see shit
We
like
would
that?
go to but mostly Texas. We used to visit Texas more,
okay.
so we
Right.
we came to Atlanta as adults, like on our own.
okay.
So for sure,
Right.
Like
Damn,
that's
that branched y'all
But
shit
that was-
from when y'all came as adults.
no,
We went to LA. I visited LA before I came to Atlanta. You came to Atlanta before me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn,
So we-
y'all skipping all the way to LA before y'all went to
Yeah,
Atlanta?
we
That
was
was smart,
actually
because that
thinking
would
about going to LA first,
Okay.
and we were like, nah. I mean, that was just too much of a stretch to from the country to LA. And I visited Atlanta. I was like, yeah, this. I mean, this could be a nice little thing for what we got going
Right,
on.
it ain't too far from home.
Right, for sure.
Right.
Little short drive. And we actually we had a brand. We did clothing before this.
Right.
But
Okay,
we,
what was y'all first brand?
no, I mean it wasn't bad. We did pretty good in Alabama. It was more so of a brand that we really helped build, though. You know what I'm saying? And then we did a
You
few.
don't want to give them niggas no credit. Fuck y'all niggas. I seen his face. He ain't really want to say like, yeah, them niggas got the best cheese steaks and shit. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't want to
No,
give
it ain't even really necessarily that. It's just a representation of whatever. We'll tell that shit later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
We'll let all that part. But we did. It wasn't really nothing going on. We was actually still on the up and up. We just cut that off. Like we cut that off. And actually, it was like, nah, we need something that's more us. And then we just did all
That's
things.
all
from
it
there.
was. It was just really a transition from kids to adults.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
we
That's
had
really what it was.
more
Growth.
kids
That's
and-
all it was.
right,
Growth.
most-
It ain't no
What's wrong with
shit.
growth though?
Right.
I'm telling niggas like, 'cause at the end of the day, like,
That's what
if I
you
keep, if like right now, we got a podcast. If I keep letting a nigga behind the scenes fuck us over, and we keep taking it, he gonna keep fucking us over.
Right, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say like, for a nigga that signed a fucked up ass deal, a nigga do all this, and then they go to complain like, oh, this nigga ain't did. Boy, did you know what you got yourself into?
Niggas don't do their due diligence.
And I always have a standpoint on that. You understand that you need the money. So I mean, from a CEO standpoint, or even from a just trying to help someone that's coming up as an artist, you have to understand like you put money into that shit. Like it's not, that ain't free, or that's not nothing
I
that.
gotta get mine back.
Right.
Get my shit
It's a
back.
business.
So, and also, I helped you when you didn't have anything.
nothing.
Like I'm the one that gave you opportunity. It's business, but if we gonna make it personal, like that's more personal than anything.
Right.
Like why wouldn't you be loyal to this? Like I'll teach you how to get money. That's why I respect the ones that like in the music business who actually teach the guys how to invest and everything else with it. But I mean, because that also has to come with it. You can't get nobody no damn money and let them go buy chains and do whatever they need to do. I mean, you got to kind of supervise that shit because nobody's been in that position before. And I mean, if you rap or do something different, like we gotta wake up daily and do this shit. I mean, we haven't signed no deals or nothing. I gotta if we done made millions, we had to make them millions. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different aspect, and you understand that a little bit different. But if you sign a contract and then you got to deposit it into your account, that's even like with the basketball players. Like, how the hell you supposed to know what to do? Like you ain't even had no money
I
to
just
manage.
supposed to be hooping. Like I really was just hooping.
I was just hooping for
I
fun.
was just hooping.
3 meals a day with me
you
some
been
extra Taco Bell during the day. You know what I'm saying?
Doing
A
your
couple
whole life. Come on, I just come practice.
I gotta go to the jewel. I gotta get watches. I gotta buy Gucci. I gotta do.
I gotta fly places. I gotta live here in the summer, here during the season.
Yeah, nah,
like they don't understand. They don't understand.
They ain't even have enough money to manage in their account.
Yeah.
Right.
They only seen people with the shit. Like it's just better money management and everything. Like, so I understand it on both standpoints because even if you an OG, man, come on, how you gonna let them do that with the money?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you grown, but like, how you gonna do that? Like, you gotta get
But
something.
that's another thing, bro. I feel like, damn, I hate to say this. I feel like money, when like money make a nigga damn near like change of being a position. Like, not to say nothing bad, but I feel like Ja Morant dad more like his homeboy now than his dad. Because he got all that money.
And I don't necessarily,
I'm not saying it in a bad way, but
I'm not gonna say it. But at this point, when you a grown ass man with grown ass
What else
money,
can you do?
What else can he be to his son besides
Right,
his
you can't tell a
homeboy?
grown man what to do.
Right, but I'm just taking it from me. Like me and my dad from Belgrade, Florida.
Right.
We ain't never had a fallout. We ain't never had an argument.
Right,
so
for
my
sure.
dad right now could call me on the phone. He could tell me some shit, and I respect it. You get what I'm saying? That's just probably like y'all too. Like y'all old man probably could call y'all right now and be like, "Hey, bro, y'all niggas moving the wrong way."
And
I
that,
guess it's in certain aspects of whatever.
exactly.
Right.
And that's what I can say about it too. It's gonna be about that because this my brother. I mean, if I give a good example, and it's like we don't even do shit like that. So I don't even.
Right.
I mean,
so
just
it's
know
just
that
the
just know
example.
that you protected. Just know that this it's not even nothing to display. Like that's life. But if you don't necessarily understand that, and you just young and moving around, how, like, hey, yeah, I got a gun. I'm protecting myself. Yeah, everybody know I got millions. I'm riding in the Rolls Royce. Like I don't have security. I mean, but at the end of the day, you can afford it. You got to pay for it because you got to protect your family. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect the asset at all times. I mean, but that's something that you grow into. Like you think about it in a different aspect. It's like you'll have your partners with you, and they supposed to be protecting you. It's like, damn, this man got to go home to his kids. I'm talking about him protecting me.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like he don't.
And then you
Like we
Really
think
go
we
back to
owe
what
that
you
to
said at
him.
the beginning. Like you have to have trained professionals to do a job, and that's what people don't understand. That they save money. They thinking that they're saving money doing stuff. That's why when they say that you grow to not. It's really to thinking. It ain't really growing to say, oh, I don't like the club no more. I don't like these environments. It's growing enough to know that you are more important to just be in this environment when anything can happen. So it's like
a brand.
Exactly.
Right
So that's what he's understanding. He's not understanding that he's a brand. He's not just a person. So he's thinking like I'm going in these places and if something happened, I got what I need to protect myself. But he has to understand that I gotta either pay for this or just grow out of those environments because all I'm doing is spending the money that I could have spent to protect myself. But I don't think it's nothing wrong. I just think he just chilling. He just thinking what like
when
he said.
when you leave, I'm a normal person.
Right, exactly. So
He
he
goes
just
back
want
to all that
and
stuff.
he-
That's
That's
normal person.
why I said. That's why I said like
that's
the
right.
shit that he said earlier. That's like what like I ain't gonna lie, bro. The shit that you said earlier about like artists, bro. Like every artist needs to take that into consideration. Like, bro, this nigga didn't just have to give me his money. I'm
gonna be honest with you, but CEOs got to take it into consideration too to protect these young guys. Bro, I mean, like here, like security. This how you do it. Like that shit got to come in the contract. Like because at the end of the day, you got to protect it. Because I would. I mean, shit, I'm just going to be honest. Like, I do business too, but I'm going to protect everything that I do because I want it to move. I want it to flow.
I want it to grow. I want you to flourish.
But you know what? Can I ask y'all something? Why do a nigga do funny shit with a contract instead of just being real with a nigga? Like, bro,
it ain't necessarily funny shit. It's money shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's money shit.
I mean, you just got to put yourself in those people's shoes. Like, if you give away $100 million, right? You just want $100 million back.
Nah, hell no.
Okay. What we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So it's always because it look crazy because it's the person.
And at the end of the day, if you a CEO, more than likely, if you a CEO, nobody's gave you the money. You done built the money to actually be a CEO in some type of sort of way yourself, and then after that, you went to a bigger company and got some more investments in yourself to be that company. So like a CEO that really got it out the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether they worked it out the mud as an intern and came up to that level or whatever it may be, they really got it out the mud. They haven't signed a contract themselves. They trying to get you in order to sign a contract as a whole. Like they trying to get
understand it too.
Right, and they understand getting the
business,
contract. They understand the money. They sitting at home with their kids and shit, and you out partying and doing drugs and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like they living a normal life. They going to the grocery store and picking their kids up from school. Like as a CEO, you understand that you got to do that. As a rapper, you might not understand that you got to do that.
That you got to do regularly.
And guess what? You ain't gonna understand, like I said, because you got my life changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like I ain't never had that much. So
round, and only the people that get to make it to round 2 of that money actually get to know. You know what I'm saying?
Respect it. Yeah. That's real shit. That's real shit. Let me ask you something. What's your mental state from like a 1 to 10? Where you at? Like
you can't use 7 though. 7 to safe zone.
7 to safe zone. I'll say 8.
Right. You gotta elaborate on it. You gotta elaborate.
Oh, on the 8, I'll say, because I'm just at peace. I mean, the heaviest thing I have going on, we got some real estate projects.
Okay.
Congratulations.
That's dope,
that's
man.
hard.
For sure. No.
Like, man, I love to hear it, bro. Like, that's why I've been going back home, like, too. I've been just scoping out my whole city, man, because I want to start buying, like, houses and stuff. Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was dope. I watched Jeezy interview the other day, and he was just like, man, fuck a chain. At my birthday, I'm buying property.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Property.
I mean, before we ever bought a watch, I mean, he wanted to bust down. We were going to get the watches. I was like, shit, I get one. We got to buy a piece of property first. So we bought a piece of property the first time. And then during the pandemic, when there was an influx of cash, we cashed out on a more costly property. Okay. And then last year we bought another property and we converting that into a mansion right now. So we just working on that. So that's
fire.
That's
not
dope,
as dope, but I mean, you asked
with your brother though.
Yeah, for sure. You asked about the mental state, but shit, I mean, that shit is heavy. That's what I try to tell niggas about that. When it comes to things like that, it's still fat ass invoices. You know what I'm saying? Big ass new problems. You know what I'm saying? So you get to learn a lot. It's a learning experience.
Now we always ask all entrepreneurs that because y'all, like a lot of people, you know, y'all the bosses, y'all the CEOs. So a lot of people won't call y'all to ask y'all how you doing, where you at. Motherfucker call you and ask you, hey man, let me get that new shirt you just dropped. Man. I need that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I like to when people come on the show.
We hold a heavy account on everybody around us by keeping a straight mental state as a man and trying to keep balance, and we actually talk out of our problems to have balance.
Right.
So like, do the family, like maybe you having something going on where you don't feel like it's fair, or you know, like going on. It may be with a woman, it may be with anything going on. So you got other men to talk about that have different aspects on life to tell you like, no, I stand on this side, or no, I think you should do this. And then we kind of come to a common solution for any problem before we actually.
Right.
We just getting old, man.
Right, we just got to know. That's what family. We got to sometimes your family, you make your family.
Right.
I tell people all
it's
the time.
different, and that's what we really got going on. We really created our family, so.
Yeah, that's all right. So I'm going to ask you, man, what's your mental state from 1 to 10?
So I'm going to say, honestly, I'm going to say a step ahead of here, so I'm going to say a 9. Honestly, because I'm the younger brother, you get what I'm saying? I enjoy everything that we had going on. I had the same stresses as him with the buildings, the invoices, learning new stuff daily, you get what I'm saying, to keep every emotion going, but I'm happy. Like, I don't wake up with a regret. I love what I do. Like, I love the emotions of everything we have going on. I wake up before time working. Like, our team is our family, like we said. So it's like with problems, we don't really have them because we made an environment where it's really like our safe zone. It ain't really a safe zone. We just make it real life. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you got a problem. Like, what's up, my brother? Like, what's up? Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna let that energy ruin anything. And I'm the energy person. Like, I wake up
You
like
can catch it. You can feel it.
you get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I'm this like, every day. Like, when you see me, you never gonna see a different Benji. Like, I'm Benji. Like, what's up, my brother? Like, how we doing? Like, you get what I'm saying? Sure. I'm a joke on you. We gonna live. You get what I'm saying? I'm a live in every way. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna do whatever we want to do to make sure that we live in life. But we also keep it all on the table. Like, we all accountable.
Transparency.
So, right. Accountability is major. So just like how we say with energy. Like you accountable for that energy. So
transparent and accountability go along with your mental state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of shit is heavy on people because they know they doing something wrong. That nobody really telling them they doing wrong. So
in our environment,
they just vast in that reality.
Yeah.
So
so the accountability in our environment.
That's dope. That's why me and this nigga so close. Like, cause he could call me. I don't have problems with my fiance. You know what I'm saying? Anything, and he'll be like, "Nah, nigga, you wrong."
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be like, "Man, fuck you, nigga. You supposed to be on my side, nigga." Hang the phone up, and then I go to ride and shit.
I gotta think now. Now I gotta really think of a solution.
Right, though, that nigga right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I do him the same way. I be like, "Hey, cuz, that shit fucked up now. You ain't supposed to do that shit."
That ain't right.
And he'll be like, "Nah, cuz, we arguing." And he'll call me back like, "You know what? Right. You know what I'm saying?"
That's what niggas need, though.
As men, we need that shit sometimes, bro. Somebody to hold us accountable.
Cause nigga ain't always right, and your perspective ain't always the same. Like I could view it and see how I see it.
Right, it can
But
always be
sometimes,
judged.
Yeah, it's like you need that other voice from somebody genuine, somebody around to let you know, like, hold on. Cause you ain't know, I know I ain't always right, but I'm gonna feel like it, like, man, hell no, how I see it, it's supposed to, this how it's equal up to me.
That's how we hold, and that's why we was telling y'all, that's what we were saying about the fighting and shit. Yeah. We hold each other accountable. That's how we That's how we ended those arguments and everything. We actually bought a boxing gym in the warehouse. So it's like, okay,
if you can whoop somebody's ass, whoop it.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you a man, not really just even saying it like that, but it's like you get no. It's really we gonna make you train, and we making you accountable for your actions. Just like we talked about earlier in the podcast. Damien said, it's like, nah. You talking about all of this. You say you gonna whoop this man ass. Me and him wake up and train fighting every day. Right. So you gonna whoop my ass when you throw a punch. What you think I'm gonna do?
Whoop your ass.
I'm gonna whoop your ass because I trained for somebody to try to punch me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
You ain't thinking about nobody punching you.
So
you
ain't
just think about
it
left-handed or right-handed and how he gonna hit you first. And I'm not. We not basically saying that we the best at the shit that we do. We just saying you don't even know self-defense to defend yourself. Right. So I know how if you he right-handed, I got some for his ass. And you say, I'm already thinking that. Are you thinking that? No, you thinking I'm about to cock my arm back and swing as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying?
And the average nigga boy,
and we 15 years older than when the last time we had a fight. Ain't no grown men having no fight. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You're grown. If you are, it been on the news.
In the average fight, though, nigga, the average hood fight only 30 seconds.
And the 30-second fight is long.
And that's really and that 13. You saying 30? That's really 13 seconds. Right. You done threw one punch, miss. You done grabbed him in the fight over.
Yeah.
I'm finna kill him. I'm choking him out.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I started, because I done been in Cali a lot.
Oh God.
And I done seen like I'll be in Cali like so. Some of my homeboys they get into an argument. He be like, "Hey, nigga, fuck that nigga. Let's go in the backyard and hit." I be like, these niggas go out there, they bang and come back in the house. And everybody cool. They go back to talking. And nigga be like, man, what the fuck just happened? Like, nigga.
But no, that's man shit. Like if we talking about a man in this element, that's man shit. Yeah. Like how you gonna prove your point? Like what do you stand on? Like what made you a man?
Right.
Besides you just walking out the porch and saying, I'm a man, I got a gun, I do this, I do that. Like that don't make you a man. There's real men out here that actually provide, protect, and do everything they're supposed to do. Exactly. You gotta understand that.
You know what? A lot of people think becoming a man when they turn a certain age.
Right.
Yeah, that shit ain't got nothing to do.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, your 30-year-old ass will get beat up by an 18-year-old. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like really, or get your wife fucked. I mean, will get your wife fucked by an 18-year-old. It's not about age. At 18, what everybody has to understand that you become the same. Like we all the same, and that's what. I mean, I respect older generation. I respect that we were taught to respect age, but at the end of the day, 18, that man is a man. Like we go to the same jail, we go to the same jobs. Like, come on.
I'm young. I ain't young no more, but that's how I was when I was young. I grew up like I'm 18. I go to work. I provide for myself. Like once I did college and everything, I go to man, I work hard, 12-hour shifts, man. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, don't play
with me. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. I do the same thing you do to take care of your family, and I'm taking care of myself, so it don't matter that I don't
gonna talk to me the right way.
You ain't gonna really say nothing. Like you really ain't nothing to say to a grown man.
This shit gonna go left.
Right. Exactly.
That's real. That's real. So look, man, we got this shit called the icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
So I'm gonna ask you first, man. Can you remember one of your worst outfits growing up? Like one of your worst joints?
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, elaborate. Go ahead.
I had a South Pole T-shirt.
Ooh,
it was
that boy said South Pole. God damn.
For real,
you got that Denver 11 on your shit?
I had a South Pole T with baby blue with the with like navy writing on it. I had some jeans. They were ugly as hell. They were like checkerboard or something like round the time with the NBA patch. And I had the low top white and blue 11s. No, I mean it was straight for that time, but like that, it was like I never even thought about.
Yeah, what the middle? 2 years?
Them 9. I'm tripping. Low top 9s. I'm tripping.
You had the 9s.
Yeah, the low top blue and white, blue with the Carolina 9.
Carolina, yeah, exactly.
You thought you was clean that day.
The crazy thing about it is
that
the
man
shit popped up in my head.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Your shit was
no, that's even really about my fit. Is that I really didn't care. He addressed me.
Right.
He gonna be mad about that shit. Like he was mad about them jeans. Like my mama, we go by the store the day before. He like, yeah, them jeans I want. She like, nah, he ain't finna get them. So we go to buy 4 more stores. What you want? Nothing. I don't want them. I want the jeans. So he acted like it was an ugly fit, but he really thought he did what he had to do.
That's why I was just saying that. Like, when he said that shit, I never even thought about an ugly fit. Like when he said that shit popped right up in my head. Like that shit was ugly.
What about you? What about you? One of your
shit I feel was probably equally as ugly. I had on a black and gray one with some black jeans and some J's too. So I told you.
Yeah, you had on Team J.
Man. Yeah,
he had the running mode. The train, them motherfuckers,
the Adrian Griffins.
Oh, okay, but see
he had a team motherfucker.
Yeah,
and when we called them the Mexican Jordans, the team motherfuckers.
It's all good. I sacrificed one for the team.
I ain't gonna lie.
He was spoiled, so like he wanted them, so I had to go them.
Oh, you had to
like
go them.
So I wasn't really swagging. He get me clean, so if he tell me I'm clean, I'm clean.
Right.
So I did it with the trainer. Yeah, I'm 2 years younger. You gotta think about it. I'm with him.
Right.
Yeah,
man, listen.
We
ain't gonna even talk about that. What I did, that was it. I was in the game. He was weak. I was weak. You feel me? I'm 2 years younger. I did what I did.
He put me in the game.
Yeah, he
was remember one of your weakest fits?
I was thinking of that shit like that.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember. I'm gonna tell you what mine was. My mom bought me the weak ass Dennis Rodman's and a ball short set. Y'all remember balls like BOSS? My first day of school, she had the weak ass Dennis Rodman Converses. But like if you looked them bitches up, you'll be like, oh, cuz had them on, and I had a ball short set on.
Dang, I know what was my weakest fit.
What was it?
I'm gonna take it back. When we went to that dance, when Pop set me up when he came to pick us up. We go to the school dance. My fit was actually clean. I had on the long sleeve Tommy Hill figure rugby with some blue jeans and I think like some white. It's just like some white Air Max 90s.
Right.
So I'm at the dance. But I'm younger than Damien. My dad always buy us the big clothes. My shirt probably at my knees. Pops walking.
That was the swag back then.
But listen, that was the swag.
Right.
Pops walking the dance like, listen, you can't do it like that, son. Tuck your shirt in.
He made you tuck the top in.
He make me tuck the top in and stand in the front of the picture. You the little brother. Come up here, stand in there and tuck that thing in, man. That's how
that tuck in make your shirt look bad, man. That's it, man.
That picture, that's the one. Everybody always think
that tuck in.
I was trying to think, bro. Only thing what I used to hate because it was my mom had 4 boys.
Right.
So the shit I used to hate is the matching fits. Like, damn, like, why we got to all put this same shit on? Like that Gap shit, or if it's a Gap or Children Place, probably one of them motherfuckers.
Right.
The matching shit, like, man, come on, man.
All y'all matching? Yeah. All 4 brothers? Oh, y'all niggas looking like
Kevin Hart.
Y'all look like a unit.
Like you had on some sandals.
Y'all 3 of y'all. Y'all look like a unit.
It might be some brown khaki short with like a green tie, like yo, striped shirt. Like what the fuck is that? You might get chased. Like come on, man.
Oh yeah, y'all look like a unit.
It's like back then you would think it's cool. You look, but you go back and see them pictures. Like, man, what the
hell? Why all of us had the same fit on?
Like why children?
Ain't no competition. Ain't nobody fresher than nobody. You got to put on the same thing. We ain't looking that hard.
That's real
We going to a store that got everybody's sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All y'all
And that motherfucker right there lined up too. Everybody can get this one.
We go right to the
grab
barbecue.
them 3 green shirts and them khaki shorts.
Go over there, grab some sandals. What size he wear? What size fat wear? Call fat, see what size he wear. I think he don't wear 8 no more. Get him a 9.
Get him a 9. Get fat at that. Them motherfuckers said, hey, I used to hate going to cook out. My mom used to make me wear them motherfucking sandals with the bridge around. Yeah. With the motherfucking buckle on the side of it.
That buckle.
That buckle, man.
I remember
my dad, my dad from Belgrade, Florida, so he country.
Right.
So my dad kept us with them motherfucking sandals with the little motherfucking buckle.
I hate them.
My dad bought me
I
some
want
thumb
to slip in.
sandals. Them thumb motherfuckers. Oh, I hate them shit. My big toe was fucked up all weekend.
That buckle on the side funny as shit.
Yeah, I had the buckle on the sandals one time.
Oh,
for real.
shit.
So, man, let me ask y'all, man, what was one of y'all, like one of y'all, like, when y'all dropped y'all first shit, like, this the one? Like, what made y'all know it was the one?
I mean, I say, honestly, when we thought of Tulones, we knew it was the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even about the clothing. When we made the name, the night that we made it, we knew it was the one.
Did y'all start off with the, like, as far as like what y'all came with it? Did it start off with the symbol itself, as far as like making a symbol for it, or like
It's a dollar sign.
Yeah, okay.
So it's Tulones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did y'all start off create? Because I know it's just the name. Like that's the.
Oh no, we always did it like this.
Okay.
This is one of our original logos.
Okay,
like
yeah.
not the first one. We actually did it with points in between to like make the pronunciation.
Oh, okay. So you can
a little bit easier, but it didn't work still didn't go that way. So we changed it, but we still use that dynamic, and we have and we came up with like currency collectors and other things to go around it to actually give it a little deeper meaning. So a lot of people just miss the points, but we use Ben Franklin, our little figures like Ben Franklin. It's a zombie because it's a deceased dead president.
Yeah.
I mean, we use a lot of different currencies from around the world with representation of on our shirts and our shit like that. So
I mean, his name Dollars, my name
Benji.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, facts. Oh damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
Didn't even think of that.
Tulones currency collectors.
Right.
Dollars.
We never call them not our nicknames, and we ain't nobody calls us. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody we know calls us that.
Yeah.
All of it was just part of the creative process of Tulones.
I seen how creative, because even when I was just sitting, just ear hustling, niggas like, yo, shit, niggas gotta get the yo-yo. I don't know if niggas supposed to say that, but I just seen niggas tell like, yo, these niggas different, son. There's a nigga told about like,
Y'all having a real
they
conversation
bouncing
amongst
ideas,
y'all.
just chilling. It's like, yo, with the time amongst each other, I can only imagine when y'all really convening and like, yo, y'all covering space and y'all chilling and just building off each other, bouncing ideas, like that's fire. You know
I mean,
what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
environment.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
facts.
what
That's
we're creating.
fire.
Because the only way that you can create success is by doing what you preach. So we really live in what we say daily by just working.
Facts.
So
I mean, and then that's what a lot we come on podcasts. That's why we were telling y'all about like we didn't know for sure we was still doing podcasts or anything like that because we ain't claiming. We only telling what we do. Like that's the only thing we not saying anything that should go outside or telling nobody what they need to do to structure their business. We telling what we did to structure and what kind of structure we have and what kind of environment we create to actually be what we need to be. It's not really about anything else because we actually live in this shit. So I can't answer too many questions about like from the outside like, hey, what am I supposed to do, bro? I wake up and go. I do the shit that I've seen successful people do.
For me.
So I work. I mean, not only that'll work for me that I see successful people do.
People do. Oh, okay,
like for sure.
Facts.
Like I wake up and go to the gym, like because the people that got the shit that I like, that's what they do. So I get up and go to the gym.
Yeah,
I
that's what
read,
Biggie said when I'm
I
like, bro,
read.
niggas trying to do the late. He's like, hey man,
I
niggas
can't
get
really
up, go
do
to the
that,
gym
right.
in the morning.
I'm like,
we do
I'm
this
up
shit
at 6
faithfully.
a.m.
I said, damn, respect.
I can't. That's my work schedule. So it's just like we really do live what we do. So we don't know to tell you how we made the money. We just know that we know how to tell you it's business. It's only business. So if you went to business school and you apply it all to the business that you created, you can necessarily recreate the steps. I don't know if it'll come as fast as what we created, but you will create a successful business for sure. Most definitely. Without a doubt.
So y'all basically say y'all don't like how to get a game to nobody basically.
I mean, we know how to give it to you.
Right.
Straight and direct.
So like I'm saying, like somebody coming up, like, cause y'all got a dope ass clothing brand.
Right, for sure.
So if I'm a nigga that want to start a clothing brand and I'm coming to y'all and I want to.
I'm gonna tell you to view me at competition.
Right.
I look at that shit different. Like I still buy Supreme. I buy that shit. I love that shit. We make streetwear though.
Yeah.
Like that's still my competition. So even if you purchase my brand, I'm still you still got to be who you gonna be better than.
Right.
Yeah.
You still got to work to be better than
That's
this.
hard.
So you can listen to me and you can take some things from me, but at the end of the day, you still need to try to be better than me.
Yeah.
So the brands I've studied, yeah, I love those brands.
Yeah.
But we not mimicking any of them. We working and actually doing business and fashion.
Right.
Yeah,
We're working through the steps of fashion daily. We're not necessarily mimicking anybody. We're innovating fashion in our own way and creating our success.
Right.
So you have to wake up and create a success every day. And I honestly, my take on it wouldn't be that I wouldn't even get a game in that aspect. I think that most people honestly take from it the money.
They care about the money.
They care about the lifestyle.
And they don't know we don't care about the money.
Right.
We care about being able to do what we want to do for a living.
Like we
You get what I'm
really
saying?
regular
Right.
people. Like we live
You see
like
what I'm
everybody
saying?
asks us stuff, and then they ask you the questions that you really they think you want to answer, but you really don't. Like I don't want to answer a question about how you gonna buy a car.
And
like
we-
you care about a car. You
And
care about
also,
this
we explain to you that it's much deeper that I quit. So, just like a person going pro and being an NFL player, baseball player, basketball player, I quit sports to do this shit. Like be an entrepreneur, pursue business. Period. At this time, it wasn't entrepreneur talk. To be a businessman. Period.
Right.
Like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
Right. You already
that's
made
not
your
the
mind
same.
up.
It's
Yeah.
not the same thing. I can't necessarily tell you how to do this.
Right.
When I was
Mindset.
hungry for this,
Yeah.
like I went to college as a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Like sitting in class, like if a motherfucker talking, like man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to
Learn and listen.
Damn,
I'm
that's
doing my
right.
motherfucking
Right,
work. Like
right,
you
right.
tripping.
In the motherfucking game.
This ain't no game. This my money. Like I finna do this shit. And the day like when we already had Tulones. We created that shit in the summer. Like before I went and did that shit as a grown ass man. And I went there and structured the international business from contacting overseas manufacturers to everything else, from business school into my real life. And that shit just converted right over. It's like, oh, I was doing some of this shit, but like,
Right.
oh, that's the
He coming home with
that's
the terminology. Like literally every day he like, Chris,
oh, okay.
right, we was right, but listen. This
was
the
really
terminology.
right.
Look
We
at
gotta
this.
use.
This is exactly what we need to be
So
doing,
at
and
the
we
end
got
of
to
the day,
repeat.
yeah, Alibaba, things like this may have made the world easier. We've been making clothes before that was just a well-known thing. So at the end of the day, but why we master it, because I know how to communicate with somebody in the international business environment. I know how to respect their holidays. I know how to respect their traditions and this and that. And I know what they accept. I know not to curse. I know, you get what I'm saying? All of this, even when I'm
That's
upset
dope.
with
See,
them,
that's
they
what
don't
I'm
know how to
saying.
handle
That's
it.
That's a
And-
game. That's
right.
a game to give a young
And
guy that's coming up in the
exactly.
clothing industry.
And that's just for them to listen
Right,
to.
like,
You
like,
get what
like,
I'm saying?
I can't call them at night over here because that's their morning over there. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then I go off of my team every day because I handle international business. I've been doing that for a long time. I can do anything from overseas. I can do it before that. So at the end of the day, my business hours are nighttime.
Right.
Because I have to be up when they up in China or up in whatever country
Right,
that I'm working
right,
with.
right, right.
And
And
that's
a lot of
that's the
people access
reality of
stuff.
that.
Right.
Like you sleep, bro.
Right.
You playing? Why? I went to sleep at 8:30. I'm gonna wake up at 1:30. I'm gonna be up from 1:30 to 4:30. I'm gonna go to sleep 2 more hours. I'm gonna go to the gym, and my day gonna start. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I might have been asleep if we waited too long or something to do this, because I actually got some real shit going on.
Yeah, nah, for
Most
sure.
definitely.
I
And people don't
respect
understand.
it.
They ask us questions like, why you need a team. That's why we actually needed a team. We created a team, but our team was already a team.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He did that. I do another part of the business. Like, we actually have to get this stuff done. And we expanded to the point where we had a team of people or our friends that we changed their life into where we can all be a team together. When the work exceeded what we can do. So everybody asks us that all the time, like, when I get a team, how am I going to sell all these clothes with the team? Man, I used to do 300 to 400, 500 orders by myself. I used to tell Damon to stay asleep. Just go to sleep.
Yeah.
I go to gym. That's how I even got on my healthy journey. Waking up at 5 o'clock, I used to go do orders for about 3 hours from 6 a.m. to about 9 or 10. Go lay down. I used to have all the packages
So at first
USPS.
y'all shooting everything on y'all self.
Yeah,
I
we
used
was
to
in the- we was
I
in
mean,
the,
we still used to have to just take it. We just used to drop it off ourselves.
Right.
So we just used to take it to the center and they drop it off to the loading dock at the back. But yeah, I used to still have it there by 2 o'clock. So
Well,
that they can get
and
the
then I
order.
wake up and I drop them off. We had a Sprinter van at a time. They'll have it loaded up in the Sprinter. I got to drop it off at the post office.
Right.
blah.
And
So
we
had
gotta
our
be
own
right back
system.
on it.
So we was actually able, honestly, to create the job opportunities and everything during the pandemic when people didn't have no jobs, and we were like, damn, like we do got a lot of artists. My partner job could close down. Like, hey, well, you ain't working right now. I know you're doing this. You want to come up here for a second? And it's like, shit, it just turned into a permanent thing.
Right.
Like, now
Like-
you want a job too? You want a job?
Right.
Like,
We
oh,
just went to
like,
calling everybody like, shit, we might as well make it a real work.
I mean,
working
I
vibe.
give everybody opportunity,
Yeah,
man.
most
That's dope.
definitely.
That's dope.
What was the moment when it really like when the piece like hit and you knew like say y'all had this line or whatever line, like it went and it took y'all like through like, oh yeah, we got something.
So
Like,
it's so crazy to say that we're from Alabama. We used to sell clothes on hand, and before we even got to Georgia, we really were already a sellout brand.
In Alabama.
In
right?
Alabama, like we were already pretty much the face of Alabama. So when we came here, it was like it was new to Georgia, and you know this environment just so powerful where they can take control of something. And they created it. So Atlanta really just grabbed it. But I mean, we were already a sellout
yeah, cause I
brand.
remember the first time I sound like, yo, who the fuck is these? Because I told you I ain't know how to sound like, who the fuck is these Tulones niggas, son?
Yeah.
This shit is out seeing it on everybody, though. It's like,
Right.
I don't give a fuck if I'm scrolling or I go in the mall or the gas. Niggas is wearing this shit like, damn, who the fuck? And it's like, niggas know so many people around Atlanta. Like, yo, who having this shit? Like, these niggas is.
Who was y'all like first? What was y'all first like viral moment? Like you said, Alabama was already up on
Also,
y'all.
viral in Atlanta. I mean, VL was the first person who we ever dealt with. VL Dick is the first person who ever wore the brand.
Right.
Like first day, he probably had one of the first drops. Me and him had it on together. So VL the first. I mean, that to consider
Got
to
Lil
us just
A,
being
Lil
real.
A,
That's
Everyday Sunny rock y'all. That's
that's-
our boy.
that-
Yeah,
that-
I
everyday.
mean, this is a lot. We got a
That's
lot of
y'all got
family,
few-
I
but
got
Yeah.
an everyday Sunday
But-
cut right now.
Yeah, that's my boy 500. We did. That's my boy
Every day.
down
He
there.
don't get the podcast too.
Yeah,
we
that's
rock
my
with
guy.
Everyday
Shout out to
Sunny.
Everyday Sunny.
Lil
Yes,
A,
sir.
Block Lil A,
Sunny.
that's our
yeah,
dog
the
too.
block A,
Yeah,
that's Lil A did a lot for us.
Yeah,
But
for
like
sure.
connected
Right.
us with a lot of people.
So
for sure,
I
too.
mean, that's what I was about to say. So our viral moment. I mean, I consider all of them as viral. We respect all of these people as
Facts.
because we grow up knowing what they have going on,
Right.
so we still respect it to the day. Like even if they call and come by the warehouse, we gonna have their music playing. You know, let them know it's our respect because we still like.
Rock
I mean,
with y'all.
I still rock with it.
right.
Like, no matter if
we
it was,
fans of it. Like,
for
you
sure,
get what
we
I'm saying?
fans
Like,
of the culture, so it's not like
the
that.
stuff I like, I really like. I ain't embarrassed to say the stuff that I like. So if I listen to your music, I'm gonna let you know. Like I said, my energy is my energy.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
hard.
to give what I get. So
That
I'm
shit,
letting you know.
and it's appreciative. Like the season,
Right.
like damn, y'all really fucking with us. You know
So
what I'm saying?
every viral moment,
Yeah,
like
that's
everybody from Atlanta, like a lot of
Everybody
people
from everywhere, like
right,
I mean,
they supported us
like
from the
because
beginning.
that's how and that's another thing that people focus on. They focus on local. I mean, I'm gonna give credit to local celebrities. I can't necessarily name anybody, but the people in a certain region who
Right. They
took our
really
brand
do.
to our region, they the ones who actually set it on fire in their region.
Right.
and
You know what I'm
make
saying?
people go
No,
copy because they got it on.
So
Because
it's,
people
why he wearing
understand
it?
that's
Yeah.
how fashion really work. It don't really work like, oh, this one person.
This shit
put
called
on for the whole-
streetwear for a
right.
reason.
It's really street. Like it's taking over street by street. So if we name it, I gotta name everybody from every street that put me on, and they really did it. Like
because
they-
every neighborhood or any person that was the first person to deal with us from their neighborhood, they literally put everybody on. So I can't not get. I mean, and I ain't just talking about rappers. I'm talking about regular
people, like-
Okay, so tell me, is it any region that's real heavy that y'all know who's like
the
South-
southeastern region,
Southeast?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
Southeast.
that way.
Love
That's
y'all.
rocking with
That's what
us.
we. I mean, that's what we make fashion for the
Southern
south,
streetwear.
southern eastern region.
Oh,
We
okay.
make gear catered to us, so we're able to sell and do things because you think about how I know how these people shop. I know what type of shoes they like. I know what we're gonna do here. So that's what we make our clothes for.
Right.
That's
Really catering to our
To the
environment.
to the southeastern region. That's what we cater to.
So what's some things y'all want out of this fashion shit? Like I want to be.
I mean, like I said, we really entrepreneurs.
Right,
I mean,
so we're regular people. I mean, we're getting everything that we want for fashion because we're creating it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Daily, we're
Right.
in real estate. We're investing our money. We're creating
Right,
a
so
legacy and really a lifelong success. So
it just created a life for us that we You know, I mean, we were determined to have, but I appreciate it for what it has been. Like, of course, we'd like to work with some, like somebody. I mean, of course, that'd be crazy for.
I heard you say you like Supreme, so who would you?
I mean, no, I can't say who in this. I mean, because I really appreciate fashion. I love all of it.
We love all, like, we literally work on everything. Like, I can't even see it, but like, we'll mock up anything of
a
creating
collab.
pieces yourself too. Like, yo, do y'all anyone of y'all?
No, we
No.
don't stitch, or I'll never take credit for that. No,
Right.
I have a team. I have a graphic designer. Like, he's the truth. Like, I'm not gonna take credit for anything. But more so, what I understand about fashion is from a cultural standpoint, so I can actually understand pieces.
Like this ain't right.
I mean, because I dress a variety of ways.
Right,
like,
right.
I might be a baggy look. I might be a rock star
We just
look one day.
understand fashion,
I might go preppy, a little bit more preppy one day, because I have a wide variety of ways I dress, because I try to understand it on another level.
Yeah.
You know, even watching the people who do it, and the way that they do it is like, I want to understand it from a whole variety of things.
Y'all fuck with Kanye?
Yeah, I mean, we fuck with everybody. I
Okay.
mean, we fuck with what everybody does. Like I said, like we said about the internet and everything, it creates controversy.
Right. We don't really get into the politics of it. Like, I
just a respect of the art and the like.
Exactly.
Yo,
Most
okay,
definitely.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
hard.
so,
Yeah,
most
normal
definitely.
people, we love what we
because
do.
we just love.
And then, like we
respect.
said, we were talking about contracts. We know how contracts work with football players, basketball players, anybody. When you're a brand, you're a brand.
happens sometimes.
It just happens sometimes. And that's how that kind of stuff goes. And that's what we just gonna say. That's what I stand on with. But I mean,
He agree. He gonna do what he need to do.
Yeah.
So
I don't see.
if not, he done did what he needed to do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
It ain't
We
Like,
can't take it
dope,
away
man,
from him.
sure.
He dope.
He
Right.
done touched the
Like I
big.
said,
Like, well, who else gonna do it? You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Who
exactly.
else
Just
gonna
like
do it?
I was like the shit that's so crazy. Like, I remember when Off-White first came out.
Right.
Everybody was looking at that shit, and that nigga Virgil just took that shit to a whole nother.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now this man got his own cars out, all type of shit. So it's just like, that's why I asked you, like, what y'all
Oh no,
doing
but,
for
work
fashion?
on
as
concepts
as a
and
creative, when you learn to be creative, and I've also dealt in art for a long time. Like,
Right.
when during school, I worked in that a lot. So we come up with a lot of concepts and different things. So we actually have an appreciation and an understanding of art. You know what I'm saying? So we got I mean, we got stuff that sticks to our culture. So we have like box Chevy designs, like a
That's just part of
Tulones
the culture
custom
shit
scat
y'all done
pack.
came-
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
We just make concepts.
like, we have
literally
all the
anything that's important to the culture.
We have a
make
concept of it. Like,
we made concept Air Force Ones. Of course, we have Nike concept shoes. Of course, we have every brand concept shoes.
we got Pumas,
yeah.
Converse, Vans,
Everything
like,
that really hit the market, and just like, why not make a concept and see it in my light of my brand? Like,
Right.
that's what
like
I'm
we
creating.
can't necessarily
hard,
display it or show it, but we have it.
Right.
Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's
Just-
how we dream, and that's how
right.
we inspire.
And it's
people.
already ready though. Like,
Right.
so
So
even
if
if we
it
were
come-
to have collabs, like, we already got it. Like,
Right.
they
We
call
ready. We
they,
ready.
they can call us in the morning. I can fly to
like
where
that
they
shit.
at,
I
and we
love
got
that
the
shit.
presentation.
Oh, that's how we
They
work.
we can pop it up on the screen. Whole presentation already ready.
Anybody? Oh, anybody who?
dope.
Oh no! Anybody who tell it?
That's hard,
And
man.
that's not
That's
just
no
one
bullshit.
company.
Like,
That's
nigga,
not
right now
one
you
company.
call, now you call us. Look, here you go. This how
Anything
we
that
look.
drinks, chips, whatever they want.
Anybody
I don't
who
think
knows
no
the
other
right
name-
road
no
can
other
tell you
name
that.
y'all
We
would've
got
came
every
up with
concept.
a
Anything you
fix.
talk about, we have a concept for it. So if it's like you go
My
to
man
talk, we
said
gonna be
drinks,
like,
chips, anything. I
Yeah,
love
bro, I
it.
told you I heard these niggas in here, bro. I'm like, yo, we ain't gonna, cause they deep them shits is what y'all had going.
What?
But I'm listening like these niggas different. At Bread, I'm sitting with Bread, sitting at the table like, yo, you hear these niggas what they talking about, bro? Like these niggas over here going crazy. But the concept, just y'all idea, cause to see like where niggas is at. You know what I'm saying? And that's fire. That's
from
fire.
the creative
Like,
standpoint, we just keep it sparking.
yeah,
Because you
that's
actually
good.
have to display that creativity. You
Yeah.
know, we're working on different projects. Like, even if it's not gonna happen,
Yeah.
like we just doing this to let us know that we sharpened on our creative process and we actually able to perform as a team.
Right.
So, like, even if we were to get a call from one of those big companies, I don't even need their people.
Yeah.
We don't need none of their people.
we
Practicing
ready.
the processes
We
every
ready.
time.
We just need
But
to
we
stand.
got
for sure.
yeah, and I got my presentation.
And I'm ready to
for whatever.
perform. And I make the
performance.
checklist. Even if I need to manufacture the shirts myself or we need to put the cat, whatever we need to do, we can
We
check the
thoroughly
list off.
going through it. That's already done when we get there. We pretty
Y'all
much
ready?
Yeah,
ready.
we're
Rock
ready.
and roll.
Y'all
We
ready?
We're ready.
You ready?
We
So
gonna
let me
know
ask y'all
how-
something, because y'all got y'all family here, man. Do y'all hold everybody like accountable? Or,
Yeah, everybody to the same account that we just were talking about. Like, you
So
need
do
to
y'all
know.
let them know, like, But that was some bullshit you did. Like
It don't take that long.
Okay.
So we don't even have them type of problems.
We ain't even
like
the people. We don't even.
I'm not
hold
passive,
nothing,
period. I'm gonna let you know straight up, like, hell yeah. Like, if we was to walk out of here and I ain't like something you do, I ain't waiting. I'm like, hell yeah.
You
When you
shouldn't
talking
have
on
did
that,
that.
you should have said
Come
that
on,
shit.
man.
I ain't like that. We don't do that.
I love
Yeah.
that shit. That's all.
Right.
So to
That's why we were
understand
saying like it's different. Like that's why
Your mental state, you don't get a time to
Right.
bask in shit that
Exactly.
really hold you down, because it's like, I'm gonna go and tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
I just didn't
Because
give
then it just builds up.
Yeah,
Now
you a
got
trash ass
extra.
nigga
Yeah.
today.
Right.
I mean, you can be better tomorrow, but today, like right now,
You do some bullshit.
Right.
no,
exactly.
you trash. Period.
Yeah.
Like you need to do
I
something.
like that.
You need to do
Nah, you
something.
just trash.
You need to do something with your
I
life.
mean, you ain't do
period.
nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't do none of
Yeah,
that.
for
Today
sure,
you wasted that day out your life.
But
you
you
wasted
can
the
do
whole
grown
bunch of that,
man
but tomorrow,
homework.
and you can
And you
actually
can get
be
better
something
for the
tomorrow.
next day.
Say it again.
Grown man homework.
Yeah.
A
Niggas
grown
need
person, because I ain't gonna make it just for we all human.
Yeah.
So we all man.
Yeah.
Grown man homework. You if you do it wrong, just go and learn from the mistake. You can learn. We can't say that we can't learn unless you got to do something.
Yeah.
Go learn. Come back the next day. You can apply that to sports. You can apply that to rap. You can apply that to business.
Student.
I just
Student.
failed.
Oh, it could be a
How
student.
did you fail? Are you gonna be accountable for the ways that you failed? Or you gonna call your friend and be like, "Oh, look, everybody was hating on my drop today. They ain't about shit. What the fuck we gonna do, baby? We gonna drink and fuck them. You gonna drop some else? Or you gonna say, oh, the colors was wrong? Would it match? What does it do?
Yeah.
Like, does it obey the laws of fashion? Are you gonna hold yourself accountable and learn that night? Do you some homework and actually perfect the mistake that you made? That's what we can do. That's how accountable we can hold ourselves.
So what's y'all best seller? What's y'all best seller out of all y'all?
We sell a lot of denim.
Okay.
We sell a lot of
It really go up and down weekly. It depends on. We drop every Tuesday of the year. Well, it's not always a drop. It may be a sale. It's something geared towards the customer.
Yeah, so we have
every Tuesday.
52 weeks worth of products geared toward the customer, or products or promotions geared
I
toward
love
the
it.
customer.
Well, y'all niggas ain't bullshit.
Y'all got a
boy.
spot niggas could pull up, or it's all online? You got to
Everything is online. Of course,
Okay.
we want to be a part of the Southern culture and actually give the South a staple item. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'd be dope.
I think
ain't
that'd
gonna
be
lie.
dope.
Y'all-
I mean, we
y'all
definitely
gonna
want
say
pipe one of
it.
them
It's
up.
just about location,
Yeah.
and that's what we just waiting on.
Yeah,
We're being
y'all pipe
patient
one of them
about
up.
that
That's
process.
gonna be
Being
whew.
patient.
Cause y'all, I'm telling
we
y'all,
gonna-
bro, y'all got that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like, you know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
We gotta have that store in Lennox. I mean,
yeah, I ain't
I
mad.
ain't
Cause I ain't go. Only why
have
you know what?
it.
Only
It
why I ain't
have
mad at
it.
that because Lennox really ain't got no male stores.
Man, Lennox,
You
holla
know what I'm
at
saying? Look,
Streetwear.
for real,
Yeah,
they,
ain't
they,
no
I know.
the
If y'all know,
Streetwear.
if y'all, I ain't gonna go to the name of the stores that's in there. That's kind of high, but after Louis and all that, Lennox mall type.
really
We
ass.
really,
Lennox
it's really a
really ass.
woman's
We gonna
mall.
provide.
But
wanna
we
provide to the
also
culture.
we either want to be able to be in something staple, like for in the South, or we want to be able to provide a location with an experience for our customers. So,
Experience, that's all.
you know, Atlanta boom. with real
Atlanta
estate
always
right
do,
now.
and
We
I ain't
can't-
gonna
we
lie,
can't
that's
really
what's gonna make
find
it dope
nothing.
because y'all always Atlanta always do dope shit.
We bumped into a few buildings, but we can't just find anything with the significant amount of parking and things. We
That
want
shit you
to.
really, cause y'all gonna need the park, cause niggas,
Yeah,
boy,
niggas is coming.
y'all say y'all got a store
And the
oh,
grand
that
opening,
shit,
oh, that shit
over
gonna be
with.
over.
Nigga like, oh yeah, we pulling
But
out.
we actually trying to, since like everything died down, and we can actually get back into pop-ups.
We
We
trying
want
to
to try
get
to
us
do
to-
Atlanta pop-up. And have
We
a
never
pop-up
done
shop.
one, so we wanna. That's what I was just.
I ain't
about
gonna lie,
to say.
boy.
We
Y'all
wanna
let
get-
us
It's
know
one
y'all
that
gonna
they be
pop up.
doing what's that shit over there by? Remember when we used to stay in Mechanicsville? They be holding it over there across the train track. Oh, is it Atlanta? It's some
Atlanta
Atlanta
Streetwear Market.
Yeah, I think that's in there, and they hosted. Is that right over there? Like
I'm not sure where it is.
Oh,
I see
okay.
that on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't
They
know
do.
exactly
They do a
where
big
it is.
one, but that shit be
McKennisville.
big.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
right over there by.
They do a lot of
McKennisville.
pop up, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all pop up will be
Yeah,
dope,
and
bro.
that shit be
For
do- they do-
real.
yeah, if y'all
And
pull
y'all
up
need
in that
probably
shit,
just
yeah.
sell out.
Yeah, I know
For
it
real,
for sure.
for real, cause like, man, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's why it's a pleasure to have y'all on the show because, like you said, y'all streetwear is dope.
We see
You
it
know what I'm
everywhere.
saying?
Some
I
niggas
see
like-
it. I always catch
To the
it when
point
I
where you
catch
be
it.
feeling
I'm
like,
a big
why I
nigga,
ain't
so I be
got
missing
none?
out
You
on
be
the
like, yo,
no,
how
I
I
miss
got
out because I'm a big nigga, so y'all don't got a lot of big niggas. It be sold out.
Right.
Big nigga shit sell
Right, sell
fast.
fast.
I be mad because when you're a big nigga, that shit be phew. It like y'all probably had like, but then one of my homeboys that do clothing, he like, man, listen, man, I'm probably only gonna get like 3 X's, like 2-3 X's in this shit.
Yeah, you
Right
a
here.
bigger company. Even when you get to understand bigger companies, that's how it is. You got to understand, like, you got to start to understand dynamic of size men and like they.
So what y'all order the most? I want to ask y'all that because like Like we do merch. So
Small
what would
and
be the
medium.
most? Small and medium?
Yeah,
Or small through medium. I mean, small through large.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Small through large. I mean, because
That's what most people gonna buy shit.
because that's really gonna be almost the same body type of person. They can wear a small t-shirt fitted, can really wear a large t-shirt loose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it really just like
never heard of it. I never
fluctuates.
thought of it like that.
I mean, that's how it goes. For
And
real.
most people in that size range stay the same size.
right.
Yeah.
So most likely,
gonna
when you
be-
wear an extra large, you may grow to a 2X.
Right, but most people between
Yeah,
that
three.
most people that are if you make it
Double
if you make it
cheeseburgers,
to, if you make it to 18 wearing the small, you probably gonna wear a small
Exactly.
throughout. Or you know what I'm saying? Like that's really pretty much how it's gonna go. Unless you go. To
I always
the
want to
gym
ask
or
people
go-
that, like, how y'all do y'all.
Oh no, that's it goes actually. You do it on sales, but you have to do it based on the dynamics of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like who's the who.
And that's,
where-
like
that's
giant,
a
you
big,
just walk around
that's a
with
big selling point. Like people don't understand. That's understanding business. Like
Right.
if the number's not right, you can't really control a sellout.
Right.
Yeah.
You may never know if you can sell 250 or 500 of a product.
you might be
because
I'm taking that from
Alongside.
y'all. That's some game I'm taking you from y'all. Cause we like I said, we got hoodies and shit and merch, and we ain't never sit down and just be like, damn, bro, we ran out these smalls, we ran out these large.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. When we started making big sizes, when we make them, they were already accounted for. So like, when we started to make big sizes, the people that would buy it, we already know.
they knew we knew the 3X and the 4X people were coming. 2, 3, 4. Like,
Y'all do that
yeah, I mean
door.
they coming. Where else they gonna buy clothes from? If
Right.
you
That's
asking
what-
for a
that's why I say,
4X
like-
and you know it fit good, that's what you're gonna wear.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
That's why I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
understanding
And
the
fresh,
customer
yeah,
base.
hell
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? Once you understand
They
the
come to
customer
spend
base,
with y'all regardless.
like because he knows my shirt gonna fit good. I don't got to think about it. I ain't got to
Fresh,
try it
fit
on
good,
no
yeah.
more. Like who wear 3X? Who want to try on some
Yeah.
clothes?
I ain't gotta go nowhere to get it. I'm fucking with them. They
Right.
gonna
I'm
come,
just
yeah.
order what I know. Like
Yeah,
you
hell
never
yeah.
seen a big person who wear a lot of fashion unless he a fashion person. Like it's not too many fashion
Yeah.
people. They gonna
No,
either
that's
wear
a
Nike
fact.
sweatsuits because they know they fit, they know they comfortable, know I'm not gonna sweat when I walk, know I'm gonna be able to sit down, get up. It ain't gonna rise up, it ain't gonna come
That's why I'm
down.
pretty fly for a big guy. That's why I like that shit. That's for real. No, but that's dope because, like I said, like how you just said, like it's only like 4 or 5 spots I'm gonna go to.
Right.
I know they gonna have my jeans that's gonna fit me.
Exactly.
And then there's like a couple spots online. I like shirts because I know when I go there, I'm gonna be able to get the shirts.
And you gonna buy enough.
Yeah,
You gonna
you
buy
know what I'm
enough.
saying?
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
every big guy. Like every big spend. Like that's why the world like that. People always say, "Oh, he fat. He gonna spend that money because he know what he gonna spend his money on."
Right.
Like he finna eat. Of
Yeah.
course you gonna
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
a $500 meal. This man wanna eat $250 worth of food.
You can eat, my boy.
That's right.
Ah,
For sure.
for
So
real.
the same thing with clothing. They gonna
Right.
buy as much clothing as they can
Yeah.
when they like what they like. If you go to the
So
Nike
y'all,
outlet,
if y'all would open the store, would y'all do here or Mobile first?
here.
Here.
Yeah, because we are southeastern. We cater to the southeastern region. We
So
don't.
we need to be
We
in
need
the-
to be in the hub. Like
Right.
we can't be in a space that everybody can connect to.
Yeah.
We have customers all across
Yeah,
this
especially
region.
a store,
So we
'cause
need to
niggas
place
is ain't-
that all of them experience.
Boy, y'all boys ain't bullshitting, boy. Y'all got that shit down to a T, man.
Y'all really hard as hell.
That's hard. So let me ask you, man, what's your motivation, man? What keeps you like motivated? What keeps you going?
I mean, just life in general. You know what I'm saying? Being able to get up and do what I need to do. I mean, just live life.
I mean, my life,
Yeah,
life,
like
my
the
motivation.
my reality. You know what I'm saying? My new reality is my motivation to actually have a mindset to even think to the capacity that we thinking at now, and like the things we pursuing. That's just, I feel like that's a blessing in its own. You know what I'm saying? That's motivation enough. And I think that a lot of people don't necessarily get to appreciate it like that, because when you able to come across, I mean, when you work for the money and you get it, and then you able to understand it and spend some and do this, it's like you learn to actually what you actually appreciate, and it's just gonna be life in its own. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I appreciate being healthy, so yeah, I'm gonna drink a juice, or you know what I'm saying, go to the gym or do what I need to do, or cook me a balanced meal, because that's just what's going on.
Yeah.
So I just appreciate being knowledgeable about a new life, to be honest. Yeah, for sure.
What about you, my man? What's your motivation?
I pretty much say my motivation is just my life. Every day waking up knowing exactly what I want.
Y'all got any kids yet?
Yeah, I have a son.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, when I say motivation, and
I mean, that's all a part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you want everything around you to be great. So it's like when I wake up and I mean, even with my nephew or my mom, just the providing standpoint is there when I created the lifestyle. So that's why like he said, grateful for our new life, like new way of thinking to provide this. Like how you ask, do we have enough money? Like, do I make? Yeah, I'm good. Like I don't want to be. I am what I am. Right. So I'm happy. I wake up happy every day. So I'm motivated just to live the life that I want to live.
But we're pursuing new things and greatness.
Right.
Like it ain't even
knowing
really
that
about
it's
the money.
accomplishable.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's about more so like, damn, I could really make
So
a real brand. Or I
Right.
can really buy a skyscraper.
Right, exactly. So it's just like, so you done already went past the dreaming point that you know it's accomplishable. So it's like everything that I'm working on, like I know, like
if I do it, I'm gonna
do it. Like I don't really think like every day, like dreaming about $1 billion. Like
if I do this,
right,
see that big.
Right, for sure. Like I know I'm going 100 M's. I know that's my life. Yeah. So that's my motivation. Like I literally know it's here because I'm gonna get it.
That's all.
And I think that's just the thing that being able to get the money and handle it is like, oh, it was only working. It was just working at a different capacity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I've been going to work. Yeah. I had to work harder. Like, you think you work hard as that person? No, you really don't think work.
Right.
You think you go as hard as did it? No, you really don't go as hard as did it. So you really don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You think you go as hard as Jay? No, you really don't. So you really don't deserve that. You ain't working like that. You think you answer that many phone calls? You think you call that many people? You think you sit in that many meetings to actually deserve that? And I actually didn't understand that until the business turned from like we sitting around like actually just enjoying selling clothes to me being on calls from 8 in the morning to 1 p.m., you know what I'm saying, back to back with people who I actually have to talk to that I don't want to talk to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
stuff we never even talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm calling, like you really got to call this 1-800 number to understand the business because people don't understand. That's when business is started. That's when it's created. When you actually yearn to know what the 1-800 gonna tell you. Like, oh, you got to call this to get this done. Yeah. Call. They gonna tell you how to get it done. Then you will know from that standpoint. You can learn from there.
Like it's a lot of busy work. Like you gotta call. Yeah, you gotta call your lawyer. Yeah, you gotta email your lawyer. Yeah, you gotta if you done bought a building. Yeah, you gotta talk to the architects. Yeah, you gotta talk to the contractors. You gotta talk to interior designers. You gotta talk to.
You gotta do your own work.
You gotta talk to the people at the city for approvals. You gotta do this. You gotta. I mean, it's real.
Work. Yeah.
Right. Also, while understanding all this stuff to not get messed over. Right. Like actually learning in the process, boy, you're not just letting people tell you because you spending the money now. Right. Yeah. Like you have to understand business when you're spending millions of dollars on something because you got to understand like they can just tell you. You got to be telling them or they're going to be telling you how to spend your money.
Right, for sure. Yeah. And that's another thing you had to learn about business. Like, man, I'm spending my money. Yeah, if you spend your money and you're asking for something from somebody, they gonna give you anything. Right, if you spending your money, you gotta tell them what you need to do. Yeah. So I can't say, oh, I need this flooring done, and then we're like, I want the flooring this color. I don't care what y'all do with it. Just send me the bill. Like they can do whatever the fuck they do. Do what they do. But if I tell them, hey, I already seen the floor at Lowe's. It costs $1.78 a square foot. I want you to go buy that floor is 2,400. It's gonna be 2,400 square feet. Taking out the walls, that'll be enough space for y'all to do the whole floor. Right. They go. Here's the material. Here go the grout. So send me the invoice for the labor. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's me actually getting.
And we can actually compare prices from that standpoint.
I got you down to the T.
Exactly. We're gonna give everybody no bullshit. You can't tell me what I want. So I'm gonna give 3 companies the same floor and the same information. I can just compare 3 prices for installation. For what I want, because I know what I want.
And that's how we do it.
Right. That's how we do everything.
Everything. It ain't
because
just
at the end of the day, if you ask somebody to perform something and you just say, I don't really know what I want, but I know I need you to do it, they just gonna keep billing you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep billing you. Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be another $5,000.
Right. You had 2,500 in revisions in there. You called me on the phone. You said I don't like that. Yeah. I ain't say that you can say that you don't like that. You ain't asked me before we started.
Yeah.
Oh, you just designed it for me, man. I'd spent $50,000 with this lady, dude. She got there fucking me over. You ain't even know what you want. You ain't looked on the pictures.
You fucked yourself over. Right. And that's what a lot of people have to be accountable about business. Like you call that person, you ain't even look at it
because it sound good. People think it's good.
Right.
Everybody got work like that. Man, she said she can give me this much money. She can do this for me.
Yeah.
She's telling you something. You like that shit sound good. Let me throw my money in.
But if you tell her, if you
Like,
tell
damn.
people, if you actually when you actually start to tell people what you want and not ask people what they can do, you as a businessman you gonna grow and you gonna cut out a lot of bullshit that comes along with it because it's like, okay, I want this, this, and this, and it's like, oh damn,
If
I
you don't
can't
got
do
it,
that.
I don't want it.
I can't do that. Like a lot of people, they're gonna be like, oh, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is because I need this. I'm gonna need this by this date. I'm gonna need you to tell me.
That clear cut a lot of unnecessary shit like shit.
But that's how that's business, period.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the rap contracts we were talking about and everything. That's business, period.
Yeah.
Like
Clear cut.
if you just got 200,000 and you just signed it, you didn't pay a lawyer nothing. I mean, I feel like you
just
deserve
for a
what
couple of days.
Cause that's business.
Right.
Yeah.
You could have paid somebody
Yeah, know your
$1,000
shit.
just to say, man, I don't need you to read this whole contract. Just see how many albums I need to drop, when I need to drop them, how much work I'm supposed to be had by every day. Just highlight it for me. If it's 10 of them, and that's all I need to read. That's all I need from your lawyer. And I'm gone. That's a work. Now you have a task list. Like when you go to school, the damn teacher got to make she got to make the study for you in the summer.
All that, yeah.
Right.
For sure.
So like that's even with paying a lawyer. Like you think you paying a lawyer whatever money you paying them, even if whatever capacity you paying a lawyer, for him to just tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You ain't telling him shit. Like, hell yeah, I seen on TikTok that if you do this, that this don't work like that. You got to tell me yeah or nay. Was he lying or what's going on? Yeah or no. Like, because I'm going to challenge anything and everything I can because I'm a grown ass man. I ain't allowing nobody to play with me, period.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, for
So
sure.
let me ask y'all something, man. For the brands that don't know about y'all, like in the North, the West,
Right.
the Midwest, what's y'all brand? What y'all stand on with the clothing?
I mean, we're Tulones clearance collectors. We stand on Southern Streetwear. We're creating that for the whole
Dynamic. Like just like we'll buy a jacket from a northern streetwear brand, like we creating that southern aspect for them to be able to appreciate southern fashion.
Exactly.
To actually even know what it is. Like
So like when you come to the South, we want it to be where if you say fashion or streetwear, they say Tulones.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's hard.
That's the whole goal.
fire,
Southern
too.
streetwear, like we
I gotta
just
get
trying
my
to make it
Tulane
simple,
that shit up,
affordable.
too.
Yeah, I'm about to load
I
up.
gotta get
Y'all
my
can
shit
shot some
up,
big
too.
nigga
I
shit,
can't
man.
front.
I got a big
Yeah.
nigga. I'm about to dress too, man. I'm
Y'all
fly.
just gotta come see me.
Yeah, I'm
Y'all
definitely
get-
gonna see. I'm about to get
Yeah.
your number because nigga, we
yeah.
two big ass niggas. You big like me.
Yeah.
So I know I get a
I
shirt
ain't
or
big
something.
like you.
No.
Don't do that though. I'm just playing. Nah,
look.
but I got something for you for sure.
That's
Now
hard, that's
y'all
hard.
come get y'all
So
a
man,
private tour.
who like man, y'all team, y'all want to shout them out like some of the people that y'all that keep y'all shit going, man.
Man, we got the whole squad with us.
Okay,
man.
I see.
We
Oh,
always,
that
keep,
bitch
it
said, boy,
we
y'all
always
ain't
keep it going. We
bullshit.
keep it going together. Like
Right,
we're a
right,
unit.
right.
Like we don't have to necessarily show everybody or do it like that or specifically shout anyone out because we actually do it as a unit. We wouldn't even do this if it wasn't for us
our
being
team.
together.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
hard.
as a team, like as a unit, we don't do nothing.
That's why you
without the
text
unit.
me. I'm like, I
And
hit
make
you
sure
in the
everybody
morning.
can-
Like I hit you.
It's
in the
always a
morning, everybody-
ratio.
Right.
It's always
Yeah.
a ratio. Like I said, it's gonna be weighted with most decisions that we make.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
just how we
I
gonna
I
move.
appreciate it. Communication is key. And,
sure.
But
and
everybody
I
who
respect
know,
it.
like
Yeah.
you
We
know,
coming.
all you gotta do is search it on Instagram. Everybody Tulones, they gonna see it. If you know from the vlogs. We drop a couple of vlogs on YouTube and stuff
Right, for
like
sure.
that.
Okay.
So you'll know our whole team from the warehouse manager to the media department to graphic design. You'll know everybody hands on.
That's hard. So yeah, y'all tell them y'all IG and what like y'all website where they can get the clothes and all that, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know me on IG. I'm Tulones_Benji. And that our whole team, you can actually just search on Instagram, Tulones_. That'll pretty much be most of our team, everybody that's connected to us. And you can get our brand online at www.tulones.com. And that's TULONES.com.
Sure. Yeah, that's dope, man. Well, look, man. I'm glad y'all came to kick it with us, man.
That's right.
We had a good ass time,
Yeah,
man.
man, I'm rocking with y'all, man.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
like
That's
I
love.
said, man, like,
We
man,
appreciate
I'm about to
y'all
go,
guys
y'all about to
having
see a lot of it on Fat Nasty. I'm
Oh,
coming.
nah,
I'm
we
coming.
sponsoring next episode.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
facts.
yeah, we coming
Next
through. I'm
episode,
coming
we
through.
they
Yeah,
laced
we in
up.
there.
We
Yeah,
got them
I'm
Tulones
telling you,
way.
you bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm about to be
put
in
no-
all
that-
that, man. Listen.
put that
Y'all
shit
probably
on.
bullshit.
Nah,
I'm
hell
gonna
yeah.
text
Hey,
y'all
no,
for
you
your
right,
address.
you
I'm
said
like,
no,
man,
look,
I know you can't make it
look
over
what he
here.
said when I came in here. Now, so nigga, know.
You on
I said we
Camp
can't
Creek.
Camp Creek.
I was
I'm
just
glad
about to
you-
say that.
I'm
So when
glad
you
you
go
right.
to, so when
Nigga
you
said
go
The warehouse right over there.
And we on Fulton Industrial.
That's where we at. We right over that way.
That's what I'm saying.
I ride that to the hood every day.
Oh, okay.
Get to the west side.
Yes, sir. So,
But I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, man, y'all some dope brothers,
Yeah,
man. I
I'm
ain't gonna lie,
fucking
man.
with y'all,
This,
man.
Look, this one of my. I like this episode, man.
Yeah, this
I
was
got a lot
heavy.
of gang with y'all, man. Y'all ain't bullshitting.
And y'all humble as
And
shit.
y'all humble,
cool
bro.
and standing on
I
shit.
know y'all niggas sitting on some M's the way y'all keep doing. The nigga said a skyscraper earlier. He didn't think I heard him. He said, I might buy a skyscraper tomorrow. I don't know. I like my boy. I heard you. But like
everybody
I said,
who
man,
know,
I love to see y'all. Hey, man, I'm giving y'all flowers. Y'all dope, man. I love to see y'all winning, man.
Yeah,
That's
for
dope,
sure.
man. I'm talking
Keep
about dope,
going.
man. Y'all keep going.
We appreciate
keep
you guys
fucking folks
having
up,
us.
man, for real, man.
That's
Like I said, man, y'all already know, man. This Fat Nasty Podcast,
That's right.
man. I'm one half of the Belly Gang boys.
Let me put my belly on your butt, you heard?
And we signing out, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Oh, man. Hell yeah, boy.